Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's class, that is Pedagogy of Social Sciences, with the topic School Curriculum and Resources in Social Sciences, with the subtopic Syllabus, Selection and Organization of Content in School Subject, Primary, Upper Primary and Secondary Stage. Till now we have understood what recommendations or what suggestions given by NCF 2005 regarding the curriculum. We have already discussed about how to select the syllabus and organize the content, what kind of content should be there. Now we are going to discuss about the different stages. Before that, let's start with the introduction. The National Curriculum Framework, while placing the learner as the constructor of knowledge, emphasizes that curriculum, syllabus and textbooks should enable the teacher to organize classroom experiences in consonance with the child's nature and environment and providing opportunities for all children. Till now we have discussed what kind of curriculum should be there and also how the teacher should also be included in curriculum development. So what kind of curriculum should be there? The learner should be a constructor of knowledge. What should be given the emphasis on? How teacher will organize the classroom experiences with the child's nature and the environment which the child has come, what knowledge already has in the mind of the child, everything should be considered. Significant changes are recommended in all the curricular areas with a view to making education more relevant to the present day and future needs in order to alleviate the stress children are coping with today. Obviously, whatever stress children are burdened with lots of syllabus, that should not be there. How the significant changes whatever are required in the curricular areas, that should be made according to the present situation and needs, they have to be changed. The NCF recommends the softening of subject boundaries so that children can get a taste of integrated knowledge and joy of understanding. Obviously, why we are teaching the children? Because they should understand how the environment will be, what are all things will be surrounded when they grow up. That should be integrated, all the things should be integrated and they will feel joy while learning all these things and understanding. The needs of students belonging to different regional, cultural and social backgrounds should also be taken into consideration in a proper and careful manner. Yes, whatever needs are, because our country is a diverse country, different regions are there, different cultures are there and different social backgrounds will be there of the children. So all these things should be considered in a proper manner. Significant changes in all the curricular areas in the context of emerging social needs. Yes, whatever emerging social needs are there, that curriculum should be framed. It is important that our national standards today should also be able to meet the challenges of global competition by designing a variety of courses of studies, preparing detailed curricular outlines, identifying learning outcomes, producing a variety of instructional materials like audio and visual and multimedia packages, and innovating improved evaluation tools. So, according to our national standards, not only regional things should be considered, but also the things which are needed globally, because the child should be made global competitive in the world. When the child enters, the child should have the basic knowledge of all the things related to national and international things. So the curriculum should be prepared such that learning outcomes, that means what we are going to achieve by teaching or providing these learning material or the syllabus or the textbooks to the children. What the instructional material should be there, like audio visual aids should be used so that the child will have the interest to learn things. And also multimedia packages and innovations should be there for evaluating children's knowledge. So different tools should be generated. Now let's understand the features of textbooks developed by the NCERT. Textbooks developed by the NCERT are in consonance with the perspectives of the NCF 2005. Obviously, whatever guidance is given by 2005, that has been taken care of. These textbooks had been developed through an intense process of discussion and had been approved by the National Monitoring Committee set up by the MHRD in the year 2005. So whatever discussions took place related to the syllabus and also how should be the textbooks, everything was monitored by the committee, and also the National Monitoring Committee approved this in the year 2005. Now let's understand the major features of these textbooks. First, learner-centered and inclusive. Yes, always it should be learner-centered, not subject-centered, not teacher-centered, only learner-centered. Everything should be kept in mind related to learner, and inclusive. Whatever little few special children are there, they also be joined with the normal children. That is inclusive education. Then interactive. Yes, if you want the learner to become with a great achievement and motivation, the learning should be interactive, not monotonous. Then less information, more activities. The teacher should not pour all the information to the children, but through activities the child should be taught. Then space for learners to reflect and construct their own knowledge. Obviously critical thinking, and also review the things. What reflective thinking should be there, encouraged. Reflective thinking should be encouraged. And then conserve the diversity of the country. Obviously the children, only the future citizens who can conserve the diversity of our country, the natural resources of our country. Then commitment to constitutional values. Whatever values are enshrined in our constitution, they should commit with the proper execution of the rules and regulations. They should understand what rights and duties are there of the citizens and what are the directive principles given to govern the country. All these things the child should know and value all those things. Then space for sensibilities for the social concerns such as gender, inclusion, etc. Yes, when we are taking the subject social sciences, they will understand all these things, social pertaining to society, related to gender equality, justice, fraternity, all these things they will understand, and also inclusion of special children also in the same normal school. Then attempt to provide space to work. Obviously the teacher should provide, or the organization should provide the children to attempt work on their own independently, and attempt to provide space to ICT also, that is information and communication technology in this modern world. Have inbuilt evaluation. Already inbuilt evaluation should be there, continuous evaluation should be there of the child, how the child is progressing throughout the year. Then simple language. Yes, if simple language is there, then only the child will understand everything. Now what are the teaching learning materials? Understand, the following issues may also be taken into account while developing teaching learning materials. Let's see what are all the issues should be covered here. Equal teaching time and marks should be allocated to the various components in the social sciences. Yes, equal teaching time and marks. How much teaching time is there, according to that mark should be allocated. A right balance should be maintained in the distribution of themes among the different disciplines, and wherever possible interrelationship should be indicated. Yes, integrated approach we have already understood in the previous class. that should be taken care of, and right balance should be there in between the themes and the disciplines, which are the disciplines of social sciences like history, geography, political science, economics. So relationship should be maintained. Then topics should be logically arranged in the right sequence, maintaining consistency throughout the syllabus. Yes, whatever the previous class they have learned, connection should be there in the next class, and also in the next class also the theme should be such that all should be connected with each other, so that no problem the child will face in future. In textbook production, it should be ensured that all sections of the book have an equal numbers of chapters. Yes, they should take care of the chapters also. How many chapters should be there? Otherwise, the child will be burdened with many chapters if they are given. A glossary of technical terms of after each chapter and an index at the end of the book should be provided. That is compulsory. Then before publication, the textbooks should be vetted to check in advertent gender and social bias. Obviously, there should not be any gender bias in the books, whatever publication the books are published. Then before publication, the textbook should be examined to avoid duplication. No duplication should be there. Everything should be taken care of. Now let's understand the 3 stages now mentioned for how the syllabus or the textbooks or the what should be there in the different stages. Then class 1 to 4th is called the lower primary stage. The child should receive instruction in the basic tools of learning such as reading, writing and computation, and should learn to adjust to his surrounding through an elementary study of his physical and social environment. So from class 1 to 4th class, the child will, whatever the child should learn, that is with whatever instructions are given, that should be related to reading, writing and also computation. For a sound foundation of mother tongue, no language other than this should be introduced during the first 4 years. So first 4 years, no other language, only mother tongue and also English should be there. The curriculum should be gradually expanded and developed in the child's growth and development. Then let's see the curriculum at this stage what should be included at this stage. Number one language, the mother tongue or the regional language. Second, arithmetic, that is calculations. Then study of the environment covering science and social studies in class 3rd and 4th, that was called as EVS, environmental science. Then creative activities, then work experience and social service and health education. These all should be included in the stage of primary level. Then upper primary stage, that is class 5th to 8th. The study of second language will be added to mother tongue. Arithmetic skill will be used in acquisition of more difficult mathematical knowledge. Environmental activities will lead to the study of natural and physical sciences. History, geography and civics will be there. Then the constructive and creative skills will provide the basis for the practice of simple arts and crafts, and the practice of healthy living will serve as foundation for physical education. At this stage, the curriculum will cover the following. So from class 5th to 7th, that is upper primary stage, the study of second language will be added to them. That is maybe second language, maybe Hindi or any other Hindi. First their mother tongue will be there, and the second language will become the other language whichever they choose, that is Hindi majorly. Then arithmetic skills and environmental studies, and also here in this physical sciences will be added, and then history, geography and civics will be there for them. Let's see what are all should be there. Then first one, 2 language, that is mother tongue and Hindi or English. It should be noted that a third language, English, Hindi or a regional language may be introduced on the optional basis here. Then mathematics is compulsory, then general science, and in social studies, history, geography and civics. Civics, that is political science and economics together, it will be given, not separately. then art, then work experience and social service, then physical education and education in moral and spiritual values should also be there at this stage. Now next one is secondary stage, that is from 8th class till 10th class, that is secondary stage. The curriculum should meet the needs of the adolescent individuals as well as democratic society in which the child is expected to participate as a citizen on reaching maturity. This is a critical stage. They are in adolescence age, teenage. The child should be taken care of with very carefully along with the interests of the child. The secondary school curriculum should contain necessary educational elements for cultivation of certain skills, elements, attitudes and qualities of character, that is capacity for clear thinking, the ability to communicate easily with his fellow, and also a sense of true patriotism and an appreciation of the value of productive work. The needs of adolescents are related not only to the acquisition of knowledge and the promotion of intellectual ability, but the fuller development of physical, emotional, aesthetic, and moral aspects of personality. Then provision has therefore to be made in the curriculum for the program of physical education at this stage, that is class 8th till 10th. The curriculum should include number 1, 3 language, that is mother tongue, Hindi and English. In non-Hindi area and in Hindi area, mother tongues, English and one of the 15 modern Indian languages other than Hindi. It may here be noted that a classical language may be studied in addition to the above 3 languages on an optional basis, not compulsory, that is optional basis. Then mathematics, general science. Now here history, geography and civics. Civics will be divided as political science and economics. Then art, work experience and social service, physical education and education in moral and spiritual values. Now let's conclude this topic. We need to keep in view that every child has ability to learn. However, it depends on the environment, situation and relevance of the material which make learning interesting and fast. Therefore, while transacting any textbook, we need to reflect upon the objectives behind the development of the textbook, how this is to be used in with children. So we come to the end of this session. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.